morning. It's nearly 10:30. Just wanted to talk about my ruler, selenite ruler wand. How shiny and clean it is. I had to wash it. It just kept getting dirty for some unknown reason. The cleansing process really worked. It just got dirtier and dirtier. It was coming from somewhere. I don't know anything about where it comes from or how it got there, but it's nice and clean now. I washed it, washed all the marks. It kept coming up with dirt on it, kept wiping them off, and now it's nice and clean and cleansed for today's use. And I'll just give it another cleanse. It's sitting on the runes, staying cleansed. And this was another one that I put on the cleansing and washed all the dirty marks off it. It was hard to see the dirty marks on this one because but anyway, I washed it clean and it came up lovely, shiny and clean and bright. It's very bright and lovely. It's just sitting on my runes to stay cleansed. I also decided to use DKM, it's called, but I left that in the under the runes, my gold lotto ticket for my intentions and dreams and desires, and I thought I'll use my runes, my own symbols, to see if that would also work to have my desires. So hopefully I win something on the gold lotto. It doesn't matter if I don't. I've got something that works in other ways. My next step is trying to heal Louise, my roommate with HD, Huntington's disease, see if I can give some sort of relaxation even, or some sort of healing benefit with the Reiki, not my runes. I'm too afraid to use them for anyone else. It's frightening to, maybe later when I feel more comfortable and confident. So I do feel confident about the Reiki symbols. They do work now. I took all my jewelry off. I ate nothing but fruit before I used them last night. I had fruit and vegetables, no meat. And I took all my jewelry off. I'm wearing them now. And I waited till I felt comfortable and more allowing them to work. So I waited and I did put on a Reiki healing session on YouTube, and I accepted the Reikis a little bit more openly than what I have been. And then I tried them on my sore knee because I was bending it all day, exercising, and me, of all people, get sore knees from exercising, one in particular. And I tried the Reiki on that as well as my runes, my symbols, and slept with my runes next to my bed, just in sheets of paper on top of each other, and just sat up next to my bed with my phone on top of my symbols and the Reiki symbol next to my bed, and just had to turn my car off. I started every couple of days. So I had it, the Reiki symbol next to my bed, and then I fell asleep quite easy, and during the night my knee sort of played up a little bit, but not enough to keep me awake. I went straight back to sleep and woke up this morning, it was healed. So coincidence or natural healing process, or did they work? Probably they worked, because my healing process is pretty slow. And my knee, I was able to exercise early this morning doing my, I think it's pronounced Qigong, some sort of like Tai Chi thing. But it was really good stretches and things like that. Did it for 20 minutes and made some tea. And brushed my teeth and all that sort of morning stuff. And now I am on the internet talking about my crystals, how clean they look. Can't get over how clean they look. They look so clean. This one is so clean looking. It's lovely. So they do work on crystals, they do cleanse them, and if you give them a wipe over, you're not supposed to wash them at night, but I did it really quickly, so it didn't absorb all the water. And I had to because it was just dirt. And some of it was stuck on there for some unknown reason. And it was never like that before I put them on the roots. So now they're nice and clean and they haven't got dirty. I haven't used them yet. Used a little bit, but not much. It's lovely and clean and bright and shiny, and I just can't get over how nice and clean it is. It's got this pop-up. There we go, I got rid of it. So anyway, I just can't get over how clean they come up with. Cleansing your crystal is a definite must. How you cleanse them is up to you, whatever works. But I try Reiki symbols, cleanse them and get all the gunk out and give them a wipe over. Make sure you get all the dirt, grota off them that they absorb. So I'm trying my luck on the gold lotto. I really believe in lady luck does that, not runes and things like that, but I thought I'd give it a try and see what goes on. And whatever happens, happens. Anyway, today is going to be a warm day, sometime around 2ish. It's 23 or 4 degrees. Yesterday it was 32 or something. It was pretty warm yesterday. But it was like if you sweated, it was cold. And it was hot in the sun, so it was a very strange day. And today is no different. It's cool, but hot in the sun. Like if you stay sitting down too long, you'll get cool. But the moment you move around, you'll warm up. And if you go in the sun, it's going to be awfully hot. So I finished watering my plants. I've got herbs growing as well. One day I'll take the laptop out and show you just my small, very small garden. And yeah, rosemary and basil and garlic chives and some spring onions and aloe vera and some ferns are growing in the aloe vera. So I don't know how they got there, but I let them grow, and that's all I've got growing. Maybe I'll get some cherry tomato plants and grow them for summer, have them for, treats and put on biscuits and things like that. But anyway, I can't stop touching this wand. It's so clean. It's amazing. Right. Not a mark on it. It's amazing how it came out shinier than when I first got it. It must have had a lot of negative energies, things that it absorbed from the last pack when they packed it, maybe. Or maybe they used it before they sold it. Maybe it came from me cleaning all my negativity out. I did pick up some bad negative energies and was very negative about people. I suppose it could have been me because I'm not negative about anyone anymore. Just looking outside, it's very sunny and beautiful out there. Maybe I'll take the laptop out. It's not got any wires on it. I'll show you my yard. This is my front yard. Farm and van. There's my front yard. There's my kickboxing exercising thing. There's an old aloe vera plant. It needs a sweep. You can see it's really sunny out there. And this is my kitchen. It's a little bit of a mess. Got a cup there and some fruit and some apples and pears and tea. My pretty kettle. And this is my water. My dog. There's my plants. If you can see them. And, see the ferns growing. The spring onions. And there's my dog. And there's my border. My dog wants to say hello. And, it's not a very big yard. It's a very small yard. And there's the neighbours. So there's not much to my place. There's my washing machine. Freezer. This is my freezer. Meat and veggies and that and no treats. So that is my place. It's not very big. It's very small. If I get lucky, I'll buy my own place if ever I get lucky one day. Buy a bigger place for sure. Put all my crystals. I'll show you my crystals in my room. Here's my bed. I have a camera in my room because my roommate hacked into my crystal, and I'll show you that crystal. And there's my crystal balls and some crystals there, and some more in a container the mirror. And there's some things that I have. And there's the crystal that she had into. This is an old drawer. It's not the one for the lounge room. This one is my obsidian mirror. So that's pretty much my place. I'm going to put you down, laptop. That's basically it. Oh, and this is my TV. I have just a sec. I have my son on there at the moment, but it changes photos. I set it up to change photos, and I get a like a photo album, a digital photo album going on. So that's my place, and there's not much to it. Right now I've got slippers on because the floor is tiles. And there's my mess on the floor, the bag of non-sugar lollies and cough lollies and eucalyptus and minty things and all sorts of stuff. So that's my little place. There's the carpet I had to put away. Rolled it up and put it to the side because Louise walking on it was rotting it. It kept coming undone at the seams and everything. I thought, this, everywhere I walked it was fine, and everywhere she walked it was like she was rotting everything in her path where she sat, which is right there. I've put the bike on top, her bike. I've got one too. I put it on top, but that's where she sits, and it was all rotted and where she sat. So the cover she bought to put over the lounge so she didn't have to rot it, or it didn't get worse. But everywhere I sit on my chair, I looked underneath, there's no rotting or anything like that. There's all different types of people, I reckon. Like, the more worse disease you get, bad ones, there are bad ones, they cause rotting. Everything to rot deteriorates everything. Her body is deteriorating as well, so all her around her aura deteriorates everything. She's very ill, very sick lady, that one. And she needs to have some Reiki or something. She's away for another bit over a week around that. And when she gets back, I always put on Reiki healing things for her, for us both. But with my diseases like rheumatoid arthritis and diabetes, I don't rot things. I'm different makeup, different. It's not genetic or a bad disease. I mean, they're bad, but not as bad as what she's got with the deteriorating everything. So it's not just her, she deteriorates all around her aura. And I feel bad just thinking about my aura. I've got to cleanse it because I don't like thinking about her aura and then putting hands up to my aura. It's like it's as if I'm getting some of her aura. It feels really funky. So I always cleanse my aura with this now. Now that I know if I cleanse it, it will work. It will cleanse. So, but anyway, that's my little place, and it needs tidying up. I haven't tidied it up. I just finished having a cup of coffee. I make 1 cup of coffee a day, and I drink tea in the mornings mainly. But anyway, try that Qigong exercise, spelled Qigong. So I think it's pronounced Qigong. It is really gives you energy. Gave me energy. Normally I get really buggered in the afternoons and I can't have tea or coffee to refreshen up because I will stay awake all night if I do have tea and coffee in the afternoons. So having those exercises, I didn't have to lay down in the afternoons and I haven't been bugged. Instead, I've been meditating and things like that. My sugar levels have been low, except for yesterday I ate a packet of chips and the sugar levels went sky high. So I know not to do that now, and I put that as a lesson. Anyway, hopefully what I did was I put my Gold Lotto ticket on top of my runes. Oh, haven't seen my. Well, anyway, that's one lot of them. And the Reiki. This one is DKM, Daikumiyo. And that is for masters, and I've already studied 3, so more or less a master, so I used it. And I put my runes on top of the DKM, and the crystals are on top of the runes, and the ticket is on top of the runes. So they're all on top of each other, and hopefully my desires will. The DKM works on desires and dreams as well as many other things. So I'm using that as a concentration or focus point for my runes to work that way as well. So hopefully something will happen. You never know. You got to try it, it's better than sitting back doing nothing, watching movies or being bored doing something. And plus with all these new things that different countries have introduced to Australia, we've got everything on the internet now at our fingertips. We can see other religions and different techniques and things like this. So I'm trying my own technique with Reiki and my runes. See what happens. I've got to call my runes a name. One day I'll think of a name. Anyway, that's all for now. And it's today's Saturday, and it is 10:48. So it's almost 10 to 11. And I'm going to have another cup of tea, I suppose. Could pause it and make a cup of tea. Keep talking about things. I'm just waiting for the kettle to boil. And so what did you think of my place? Leave the feedback. It's not much to it. But I was also thinking about one day I'll make some videos on healing using Reiki and my symbols, my runes, to distant heal. And the way they work that out in Reiki is they used monkeys as an example. In the wild, they were one lot of monkeys started for some unknown reason, out of the blue, decided to have their sweet potato dipped in salty water and eat it that way. And while they were eating their sweet potato dipped in salty water, the other monkeys started doing the same thing in the wild. And they put it down as to they were all copying. And then they realised in other parts of the world, monkeys were doing the exact same thing. Started to do exactly the same thing. So they were connecting somehow. And Reiki and my symbols connect the same way. They can connect from a distance with healing. So I was thinking about making a video one day. I've got to feel right to do it, and eat fruit and veggies, not meat, fish. I want to do the right thing and take my jewellery off and work out ways with the Reiki, which symbols to use, which crystals to use, and that was the neighbour putting rubbish on the floor. I can hear. It's very noisy, so if you heard that, it's just the neighbour. Oh, that was loud. So I've got to feel comfortable and confident. So I'm going to practice today, make some videos, but not publish them on YouTube, but make some videos and try it out and see how it looks in fitting the signs, hand signs. I'll just sit here because there's more room here with than going. I might go outside, I don't know. Now he started with it. It's time to go because he's so noisy. All right, everybody, love you all. Bye.